Will AI steal your tech job? You've probably heard people saying AI is going to replace tech jobs soon. And let's be honest, if you're already working in the tech industry or if you're planning to become a software engineer or a tester, that thought can feel pretty unsettling. I currently work as a quality engineer and I also a QA lead in my team. Every day I see firsthand how AI tools are being introduced into our workflows. So in this video, I want to share my real world experience and honest thoughts about what's coming for us in the future, whether AI is really going to take away our jobs or if there is another side to the story that people are not talking about. Hello and welcome to the G&T Creator YouTube channel. Right now it feels like everyone is talking about AI. Every company out there is trying to sprinkle AI features into their apps. Google, YouTube, LinkedIn, you name it. And have you noticed something funny? Most of these AI features even use the same little sparkly logo across different apps and websites. It's like a trend everyone wants to follow. On top of that, all of the big language models like ChatGPT, Google's Gemini, DeepSeek, and others are battling it out, each one trying to prove that their metrics, benchmarks, and numbers are the best. It's literally a race for AI dominance. There are already tools on the market like V0 where you can simply type a prompt in plain English and the tool will generate a working application for you. Think about that for a second. Someone with zero programming knowledge can now build an app just by describing what they want. And of course, this raises a big uncomfortable question. If non-technical people can create applications without writing a single line of code, does that mean programmers and testers are becoming unnecessary? Are we heading toward a future where AI completely replaces our roles? If you have ever worked in a large enterprise company, you already know how ridiculously hard it can be to just deploy a simple text change to production. From developers' perspective, it sounds easy. Open the file, update the text, and deploy. Done, right? But the real world is never that simple. Here's what usually happens. First, there are multiple meetings where developers, QA, and business all come together to discuss the change. The business side explains the scope, the reasoning, and why it's important. Once the sprint begins, a developer will pull the respective build, make the change, and ensure the unit test coverage is high enough so that release management will not reject it. After that, the changes get deployed to the dev environment. And if everything looks good, then to QA. QA testers run through functional testing, regression testing, rollback testing until everything is covered and they feel confident enough to sign off. Then comes another round of review meetings where the change is presented and explained to reviewers at different levels. Finally, the release itself happens, which means another round of testing in the production environment. And what if something goes wrong? That build gets rolled back and then rollback testing happens. And believe me, I didn't even go into the deeper details here because I don't want to overwhelm this video, but you get the idea. So, do you really think that higher management is just going to say, wow, this process is too long, let's throw it away and just let some AI tool handle it automatically? I highly doubt it. From the management perspective, the main goal is always the same: cut costs. Development and testing are some of the biggest ongoing expenses for any tech company. So, of course, management is tempted by the idea that AI could replace parts of that work. And on the other side, companies that build and sell AI solutions are pushing hard on this narrative. They want executives to believe that developers and testers will not be needed anymore, because that makes their product sound like the ultimate cost-saving tool. But here is the catch. What looks good on a sales slide or in a marketing pitch doesn't always line up with the messy reality of software development inside a big organization especially. Yes, AI is incredibly powerful, but there is a reality. Most enterprise applications are massive complex systems with hundreds of thousands, sometimes even million lines of code. They've been built and maintained over years, sometimes decades, with countless dependencies, integrations, and hidden quirks. You cannot just throw an AI prompt at it and expect a perfect feature to be added or existing one to be safely modified. Real software is not a neat little demo project, it's a living, breathing ecosystem. And if you blindly generate code with AI and drop it into production, chances are high you'll break something critical that is not immediately obvious. Take WordPress. When it first came out, people thought, this is it. We don't need web developers anymore. Anyone can build a website with just a few clicks. And yes, technically, you can. But what happened? Businesses quickly realized that if they want something beyond a simple block, like a custom design, advanced functionality, performance optimization, or security, they still need experienced developers. In fact, an entire industry of WordPress developers and agencies was born because customization and maintenance turned out to be just as important as the base platform. The same thing happened in testing with automation. When automation tools started getting popular, many believed manual testers would completely disappear. But what actually happened? Automation created new types of jobs: test automation engineers, SDETs, framework architects, CI/CD specialists, roles that didn't even exist before. Manual testing didn't vanish either because exploratory testing, usability checks, and human judgment are still critical. The lesson is simple. Every time a new technology shows up, whether it's a WordPress, automation, or now AI, it doesn't usually kill jobs outright. It just changes the kind of work we do and creates new opportunities for people who adapt. Now let's talk about the tools that are already there for programmers and testers. One of the most popular is GitHub Copilot. It can suggest code, complete functions, or even generate whole blocks of logic just from the comment. Then you have things like Tab9, Code Whisper from AWS. It is a part of Amazon Q Developer right now, and Replic's Ghostwriter, which is promised to speed up coding by using AI-powered autocomplete and code suggestions. For testers, there are AI tools that can automatically generate test cases from requirements or user stories. For example, Test Team, Mabel, and Functionize use AI to create and maintain automated tests with less effort. Some tools can even do GenAI-driven test case generation. You feed it a prompt or a piece of documentation and it splits out potential test cases. There's also Applitools, which uses AI for visual testing, detecting tiny UI changes that a human eye might miss. So yes, AI is definitely creeping into both programming and testing workflows, but remember, these tools are designed to assist, not to completely replace humans. They can accelerate repetitive tasks, but they don't understand business context, priorities, or edge cases the way a human does. AI can be a huge advantage if you know how to use it correctly. Here are some tips. Use AI as a learning partner, not a crutch. Back in the day, if you had a beginner-level question, you would go to Stack Overflow, but sometimes experienced developers would harshly critique your answers or downvote you. Today, you can ask AI why your code is not working, get explanation, and even receive suggestions to improve your skills and understanding. It's like having a patient tutor available 24/7. Don't let AI write code completely for you. It might be tempting to let it generate a full solution, but you won't truly learn if you skip writing it yourself. Use AI to guide you, give hints, or check your logic, but the hands-on experience is still yours to earn. Focus on understanding, not just output. Treat AI as a tool to accelerate your learning and productivity, not a magic replacement for your knowledge or problem-solving skills. The more you understand what AI suggests and why, the more valuable it becomes for your growth. At the end of the day, AI is just that, a tool. A very powerful one, yes, but still a tool. Think about it. A calculator didn't replace mathematicians. Excel didn't replace financial analysts. And automation didn't replace testers. Instead, these tools made people more productive and shifted their focus toward the higher level, more valuable work. AI works the same way. It can speed up coding, generate test cases, or even suggest fixes, but it doesn't understand business goals, user experience, or the complex trade-offs that real projects involve. That's where programmers, testers, and engineers still play an irreplaceable role. So the real question is not will AI replace us? It's how can we use AI to make ourselves more effective. Thank you so much for watching. This is GNT Creator, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.